I think one of the main questions about being an architect, an interior designer, is to not be trendy. That we work on things on more a basis of trying to make things maybe last 50 years, maybe trying to set up a tradition, set up a new type. That's why I mentioned companies, for instance, Lego, that sort of 50-year-old companies, that is to establish a format that works and not to follow fashion. With a building following a fashion, it will be out of date by the time it's finished. I think, to be quite honest, this building's planned on a sort of organic layout, and we decided to stay organic by using natural forms, irregular geometry, more natural colours, but sometimes to play a joke on it by using artificial materials to simulate the organic. And we're more concerned about the idea that there's a conversation going on about what will be the office's mascot. Will it be dogs? Will it be hedgehogs? Will it be snakes? Will it be whatever animals? I think there's a lizard chosen in the end, which I think is really cool. And that to me is what works here, is that it is a friendly place to work. I think they should not be so serious. They need to play a bit more, but not just down at the table football. I think they should challenge the employers to games of chess or checkers or something like that. But they should really challenge the employers to play. This play leads to creativity. I'd focus on the handmade parts, the hand-painted parts of the walls, the installations made out of sticks, leftover pieces, painting, actually making things, not so much the products that have been placed here. Or some of the technical solutions, like using glass to suspend glass, or lights made by hand, craft and creativity, so that anyone coming to the building sees the reception on entering the building. Then turning left from the entrance, you'll see, as I previously mentioned, the indoor garden, which has now been added to by the added lizard terrarium, which I think is a really nice touch. And the waterfall, I think that adds an element of fun to it. Not just the noise of air conditioning systems, a natural sound. Then following through from there, you'll go into a boardroom, which is great for people having meetings here. That also used to be a white sterile box. Now we've done sticks and tricks with sticks inside there, painted one of the walls black with some pictures of trees on to give a more natural, comfortable feeling. Even the table was white. That now has a wooden top. So it's more friendly. Going through from there, you'd find the kitchen, and the kitchen used to be just a standard mess. It wasn't a comfortable kitchen, it was just a place where people go to eat. And that's not too much fun, just a utility kitchen. Let's go there, let's eat. Then let's go back to work. We tried to make that a bit more friendly, that people want to sit there and enjoy their meals, have conversations, and not just ping on the microwave and gone again. After that, this building is quite unusual, is that it's hard to work out where people work unless someone goes upstairs. And upstairs, which would normally be the bedrooms if it was a house, everyone works. And the offices used to be a lot smaller. People were sort of squashed into little rooms. A few of the walls were taken down to open the space up. And more colour was put into the offices, not just the previous white, black and yellow, which was a little bit too harsh. There's been more games with the lights, more games with pictures on the wall, yeah, and things like the artificial grass softens it. It's not really for dogs or animals like that, it's on the wall, so no one can walk on it. And I like the idea that more the dogs and the animals in this office have more room to walk around everywhere. Natural materials are always more friendly to people. I think they have mistakes. Wood used in construction always cracks, it splits, it twists. And I have the feeling that that's more comfortable to live with than pretend materials. Well, they're not really pretend materials, but plastics. And that we live in a world now where people are getting concerned about plastics, the problems they're causing the environment. So to bring back natural materials, bring back handmade products, gives more of a classic value, not so much a product that can be installed then thrown away later. The natural materials used can all be recycled, and a lot of the materials we used here are recycled. They're leftovers from other projects that we'd taken, painted, assembled, and then fixed on the walls in the offices here. The meeting room previously was all white, and we had the feeling that white, just reflecting back on people, makes people very tired. And it's not so happy, but bringing some wood into the meeting room, bringing some sticks to cover the lights, painting trees on the walls, gave something more to focus on, instead of just having to focus on the theme of the moment. People don't really concentrate for that long. Everyone has a sort of childish side that wants to look around, play, mess around, ignore people, do something silly. We think when we're designing these offices that to give people a chance to play or be creative keeps people awake, sharper, and it's not so precious to have a looser, more fun interior. That is our original brief, was to pimp the office up. Even being asked to pimp the office sounds sort of, some ways, a little bit childish, but it's fun. It sort of suggests street culture. It suggests a little bit of disobedience, and that maybe that is a way forward.